So let's talk about YouTube, how to get subscribers, how to get views, and for the few people that are watching me, and if you run a YouTube channel, let me help you to get more subs and more views. And if you try this technique, it works every time. But I'm not only just going to tell you about it, I'm going to show you. My last video I did on the Soda Windmaster stove. Okay. Now, if you do that search in the search box and I start scrolling down, you'll notice I'm nowhere to be seen. When something has been reviewed a lot by a lot of people and they have a lot of subs, people with a lot of subs and more views are going to show up in the search first. Little guys that don't have that many views or subs are not going to show up as quickly. But you'll notice there's my video there. I did end up on the first page. Now, how did I manage that? Now, I need to put a fancy thumbnail on that to get more attention to make people want to click it. And I may do that, I may not. So I get lazy a lot of times. But there are three elements, well, four. There are four elements that you have to do, and basically it's a repeat. If you notice the title, I have in the title Soda Windmaster Stove. So these are the keywords of what I'm talking about. Notice the description has compare the Soda Windmaster stove. Notice the description has the same words as the title. Now there is a place in YouTube where you can put keywords. You also want to put the keyword Soda Windmaster stove. So those are the three steps. You're going to decide what video I'm going to do, and your title, description, and keywords are going to have the same words. And then the final kicker, okay, the boost to getting it on that front page is we're dealing with the AI, the artificial intelligence. So your first sentence, your first paragraph, you need to say those words. So for example, here we're going to compare the Soda Windmaster stove with these other stoves. So now the AI hears the words Soda Windmaster stove. They see it in the title, description, and keywords. Now with that combination, you're going to dominate the first page when somebody does a search. Now the only way you're going to dominate it, if not that many people have done videos on it, you're still going to end up on the front page as you can see here, but you need to try to do videos that people haven't done. Let me show you. I did a video on how to cook this ramen noodle. Okay, and when I search this and I start scrolling down, nice fancy thumbnail there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm in position 9 here. Now my mistake was I didn't add these words to the description, which I'm going to go do. And it might even boost that up higher. But again, you want the title to have those words. You want the description to have those words. Then your keywords to have the words. And the first sentence that comes out of your mouth is what you're talking about there. I'll give you another example. Here I talked about the Helium-X Vortex bottle that I did a review on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm in position 12. And notice, the title has the name. The description has the name. It also has the name and keywords. And also, the first thing out of my mouth, the first two sentences, were about the Helium-X Vortex blender. You need those four things in a video when you create it. Try it. When I made a video just chatting, there's no keywords on that whatsoever. So the only people that are watching that would be my subscribers or people I offended. Okay? And I did offend some people with that video. But if you're making a video and you got to think of it like a sword or a bullet, how you're going to direct that video and what's the hardest hit. Now, I didn't do a thumbnail. I get lazy. Thumbnails are a big thing. Learning how to use a paint program, making your thumbnails kind of jump out makes a difference. So are people going to click this video, or are they going to click this video because it's got a thumbnail with question marks and a finger up in the air? That's the thing. Okay? Now you'll notice, let's look at this one. Voltrex, this person did not put the right name here. Oh, it must be a different shaker bottle. So if I would have searched for Voltrex electric shaker, that is different. Notice he's got it in the title and the description. He's probably got it in his keywords, and it was probably the first thing out of his mouth. So these come down as suggested. So this person's probably hit the first page on the search, plus he's hit the suggested place. So my videos actually need thumbnails. Now, just by doing this, you're going to hit the search. And a lot of people, I've seen them, especially a lot of preppers, they're saying, well, how do you get subs? How do you get views? I mean, we're such little people. We've only got 300 subscribers. Well, this is how you do it. I mean, a lot of people try to hook up with each other in live feeds, and they want to put their links up and please subscribe to me. And they go crazy depending on everybody and trying to do what they call collaborations. Collaborations work to a certain extent. I would say they have a 10% ratio for working. And when you actually do marketing in real life, they'll say if you go and spend X amount of money on advertising on TV, for example, if 10% of the viewer base that is watching that commercial actually come to your product or come to your store or come to your website, it's actually considered successful. And that's why advertising and marketing costs so much money, because your percentages are very low for what you're going to receive. And again, that's why it's harder for a small business than it is somebody like Coke or some large corporation to actually kick it off. Now, a lot of people will also pay for Google AdSense. They'll pay for it. They'll literally set a budget. They'll go to Google AdSense and they'll say, okay, I'm going to spend $50 a month. And they set up their keywords and they're having Google redirect people to their videos. I see people doing that in Facebook too. To me, that does speed it up, but it's going to be money out of your pocket. If you follow my advice on how this search works, you're going to end up in the first page. Now, what's going to happen is you'll notice my Helix bottle here only has 51 views. And I've had a lot of preppers kind of look at my views and I kind of giggle because they don't understand what I'm doing. They'll actually see 50 views and they'll go like, well, nobody watches this guy. And they're right. Nobody watches me at first. But you come back and you look at this video, say, a year from now, you'll actually see that video kicking 5, 6, 7, 8,000 views. And a lot of my videos do. But you have to allow the search to do its thing. It's almost like, you're making beer or you're making wine and it's fermenting and it takes time, is what's going on. You have to allow the search to take its course. If you can manage to put yourself on that first page and you follow the formula I've just told you about, then you're going to end up on that first page. So think about this. The more videos you do, the more times you're on that first page, the more likely people are going to find you. Now, I've always been the lone prepper. You don't see me on live chats. You don't see me trying to advertise my channel. You don't see me trying to say, hey, send me money or buy me a copy. You don't see me doing anything like that whatsoever. I simply depend on the search engine of YouTube, and where it falls, it falls. I have AdSense turned on, and it does make a monthly income, believe it or not. It's not a lot. I mean, you have to make at least $100 for them to pay you, and the channel does make that. So if you want your channel to get to the point to where you are generating revenue and you do want more people to find you and you want to pick up more subscribers, really concentrate on the YouTube algorithm for the search. And like I said, consider what video you're going to make before you make it. So just don't go make a video for the sake of making a video like I made that video, Let's Chat. You know, make a video with a goal. So if you're going to do a review on a product like I have, make sure that product name's in the title, the description, the keywords, and make sure it's the first words out of your mouth when you talk for the first 2 sentences, because the AI is listening. And that's how the AI is going to place you. So these 4 steps will put you in the search. Now, if you don't see yourself in the search and you've done all this when you search the top, then you need to take a look at what you got going. Now, another thing I've heard, and I haven't tested it, but another thing that brings you higher is by putting timestamps in your video, which makes sense to me. So if you make a video, say it's 30 minutes long, and then you put at this part we talk about this part we talk about this part we talk about this, and it's referred to as timestamps, and you do everything that I just did here, apparently you'll go higher, is what will happen. Now also, before you do a review on a product, if you search at the top and you see there's a million of them, you know your competition's high. So the odds of getting in the search are pretty slim. I'm pretty lucky at what I pulled off there. But if there's only, say, 12 videos on it, and you do my system, you're definitely going to show up on the front page. And that's why a lot of people will do hot news, and they want to be the first ones to release it, because they want to be the first ones in that top 10 when people do a search. You know, people will search disasters, people will search, drama, anything that's going on in the world, because a lot of people don't have news. They don't have cable. They don't have dish hooked up. Times are changing. Most people don't have that. They depend on the internet. So a lot of people will either be subscribed to them in Facebook, or they'll go to YouTube and do a search. A lot of people on YouTube are looking for live feeds of disasters. So that's why you'll see a lot of guys that will go out into an area like, for example, we had a big flood an hour and a half from me. If I would have went there and I would have done a live feed, I would have had a lot of people watching me. But understand, if you decide to go that route, then your channel becomes a news channel and you should only do news. And that's what you're doing constantly. And basically that becomes your full-time job, because the people will be donating to keep you alive, because I don't believe they can turn on AdSense because of that. So there's a lot of different things to consider. But if you do reviews, or you're talking about a specific topic, like for example, let's say I was doing a canning video, and my canning video is about pickles. That would be horrible to do, because how many canning videos are out there in pickles? There's probably millions. But if you follow my system, you might get pulled up a little bit, is what you might do. There's an old saying in business, find a job that nobody wants to do and do it better than anybody else, and you will make money. And that's true. Okay, so what is the worst thing that can? What is the hardest thing that can? And if that's what you can, and then you do your title, description, keywords, and you talk about it right away, chances are you're going to be on the first page. It's what's going to happen. Now, as you continue with this over and over, with more videos, you slowly list higher, and you slowly gain subscribers. It's not something where you're going to gain 200-300 subscribers in one day. Yeah, like I said, it's like aging like wine. It takes time. Now, if you're using collaboration and you're using this search system like I'm showing you, then of course, every little thing you do, every little step you do is going to build you more subscribers. And that's for sure. But ask yourself, what made you suggest another YouTube channel? And that'll tell you a lot about yourself. Okay, did you suggest another YouTube channel because there was drama going on? If so, you were attracted to drama, whether you know it or not. Or did you suggest a YouTube channel and he said, hey, that's pretty cool, he did a video on 3 stoves, I'm going to share that with my friends? Not likely. Most videos that get shared are videos that are on drama or things that go crazy. Because everybody wants to say, oh, what's going on there? And that's just the way people are. So then the question is, do you throw a little mix in? Do you throw a little mix every now and then? Once a month you put a drama video in, but then you do review videos? That is not what I'm doing. It just kind of came out like that a few times. But I just kind of make videos, whatever crosses my head or whatever I choose to do. I have no rhyme or reason. And that's another mistake they say that you shouldn't do. You literally should make your videos on one subject. And you'll grow subscribers like crazy. Now, I run another channel called Power Director Tutorials where I teach people how to use Power Director. It's a video editor. It's the video editor that I use. And I believe I got like 8,000 subscribers there, and I did that in a very short period of time, like maybe 2 or 3 years. I can't remember. But, and that's a little harder channel to make because I have to do a lot of research. I have to record the screen. I have to make sure I talk slow enough when I'm teaching people how to do some different things in Power Director. That channel takes a lot more effort. Now, let me tell you about the Power Director channel. It doesn't make as much money. It's lucky if it makes 40, 50 bucks a month. And yet it's got more subscribers and more views. And you think, well, it should make more money, right? No, because the majority of the people that are watching that channel are from Asia. They're from other countries. They're not from the United States. They're not from Canada. They're not from UK. They're basically third world countries watching that channel because I guess they find Power Director much easier to use. So it doesn't generate as much revenue. Now, if you've got a channel that has mostly Americans watching, Canadians, UK, Australia, then you generate more revenue from the AdSense program. But you're not going to do it if it's mostly third world countries watching it. So in a way, I've never been in a hurry to upload a video to that channel. I might upload once a month. I need to upload more. But that's part of the reason on you have to think about when you do run a channel and you open a channel, what are you going to concentrate on? And who's going to be your audience? Is most of your audience going to be from the United States or is most of your audience going to be from Asia? And you have to consider that. You can do what's called a double earning. And I do a double earning on Secret Stuff's channel. A double earning is you're making money off AdSense, which I've already showed you how to do that. And you're showing up in the search. But the other earning is you sign up for Amazon and now you put an Amazon affiliate link in and you now generate money off Amazon. I do generate every month. I make money off Amazon. It's not a lot. Sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 300. Unless you get a big purchase, that's what happens. If somebody clicks it and helps out the channel, then it helps me make a little extra money so I can buy some products and put them on YouTube. So I'm making money off AdSense, and then you're actually making money off of Amazon. It's done in a two-way. Now you'll hear a lot of channels that say, oh, this video is sponsored by some hosting company. The reason they'll use hosting and try to talk people into making websites is because hosting companies pay very high in affiliate marketing. I mean, you can literally make $100 off every sale. So imagine that you get 10 people that actually go open a website and click the link, and you just made $1,000. You really can. There are certain affiliate programs like Amazon that will pay very well. Amazon pays okay. I mean, it takes a lot to make any money off of Amazon. But there are other affiliate links out there that when you decide to talk about a product or integrate it into your video, it'll make a lot more. And you have to understand, that's homework. You literally have to go out and research all these, and they usually see it at the bottom of their webpage. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see a word that says affiliate. And then they'll talk about what their payout is, how much you'll make, and all that good stuff if you want to integrate it. So as you can see, trying to make make money off of YouTube is quite a process. Okay, but if you follow the idea of whatever you're talking about, make it the main idea, title, description, keywords, and talk about it in the first sentence, you're probably going to show up in the search, and that's going to generate subscribers and views. I wouldn't worry so much about affiliates. If you want to see videos more about that, let me know in the comment section saying you want to see more. Hit me up, and I'll make a video explaining that more in detail and show you how I do it. But my videos in general, they generate money off AdSense and Amazon. Now, don't think you should go sign up for Amazon affiliate and start doing it right away if you've only got 200 subscribers. That's a mistake. You have to have a good amount of views before you do it, because if you're not generating something every month, Amazon will kick you out. You have to generate money off of Amazon within the first 3 months, 2 months or something, and then they keep you in the program. So in other words, make sure somebody's going to click and buy to create that generation on Amazon, so you don't sign up and you go through all the work and then they just kick you out because nobody was buying. And that's part of the rules of Amazon. It's basically a numbers game, and there's a time when you sign up for these things, and there's a time you don't. And 90% of affiliates want a web page because they're going to ask for your website. But like I said, if you want to see more about this, hit me in the comments. If you want to hear more about affiliates, I'll give you the rundown on that and how that works. Let me know. And go ahead and try this in your videos. Find a subject, title, description, keywords, and talk about it in the first, paragraph, and then do a search at the top and see if you show up on the front page. And as soon as you do, you've mastered the front page of YouTube. So give it a try and let me know how it goes for you guys. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.